Hey, pedal people, it's the Pedal Guy here. How you doing? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get set up and running with your Singular Sound BeatBuddy in 5 minutes. And we're going to get started right now. Well, hey, it's Scott at the Pedal Guy here. How you doing? Where we're all about pedal demos, pedal knowledge, and pedal sales. I love pedals, and so do you. Now, if this is your first visit to our channel, make sure you take a second and click on that subscribe button down there and ring that bell. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow us. Well, the idea of this video is to give you a quick start tutorial on how to use the Singular Sound BeatBuddy. And we're going to do it in 5 minutes. So this is going to be a very quick and easy video to follow. We're going to get into in-depth features and all the other stuff down the road, but for right now, I want you to get up and running in 5 minutes. So let's start that clock. So what's the BeatBuddy? The BeatBuddy is quite simply a MIDI-driven drum machine. It's got different songs, it's got different genres, it's got 10 different drum kits built into it, it's got expandability beyond belief, but in this video, we're just going to get to the basics of it. But that's really all you need to know in order to get started. So now let's go ahead and hook it up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop in the power supply. Secondly, we're going to plug in the stereo pair of outputs. And now if I lift the screen, just look at it there, it says no SD card, and that's because I haven't popped in the included 4GB SD card yet. Once I do that, it's plugged in, and in just a couple seconds, it's ready to go. That's all there is to it. So now let's start the BeatBuddy and get to know it. Best thing to do is just hit that foot switch, get the intro fill, and here's our song. First thing to note is the visual metronome, which goes from left to right, and it tells you what beat you're on and what measure you're on. It's well lit, so if you're on a darkened stage, this is going to come in handy big time. Below that is the volume, drum set, and tempo knobs. As I make adjustments, you'll see that those adjustments are reflected in real time on the screen. And the drum set and the tempo knob are both push button encoder knobs as well. So I can select the tempo I want, push the knob, and now I'm back to square one on the home screen. But I'm going to go back to 120 for right now. Up here, we have the navigation buttons and a tap tempo. So I can tap tempo anything I want. And then I have the navigation buttons around here where I can go outside of the folders. I can select a completely different style if I want to. And then I can select the song that I want to work with. So I'm going with funk here. I'm going to hit tap. And now the BeatBuddy has stopped because the kit and the style and the song is all loaded up. And at this point, we can now go through our next section, which is going to involve going between different parts and how we use the foot switch. So now let's start using the foot switch. Let's get the song started up again by tapping that foot switch. We get our intro fill. You can see that the screen changes colors. And again, this is very handy along with the visual metronome. And you also notice now that it says part 1 of 2. That's because there's 2 parts in this song. There are 3 fills, there are 2 parts, there's an intro and an outro. And all of that is accessible from the foot switch. So if I want to go to part 2, I just simply press and hold. I get a transition. You can see it changes white. And now it's back to part 2 of 2. If I want to switch back to the first part again, press and hold, transition. Now we're back to part 1. It's that simple. It's very seamless. There's also 3 fills, as I mentioned before. Tap the foot switch once. There's fill 1. There's fill 2, although it was a little late in the beat there. So here's fill 3. So again, fill 1, fill 2, fill 3. So you're never going to lose your place at all. If you want to stop the song, just double tap. You get an outro fill. And there you have it. So now let's do a quick tour of some of the kits that come included. Again, this is something you can do on your own time, but just to give you kind of an idea of what the quality that comes to the table here, listen to these kits. I'm going to use the drum set knob to go through them a little bit here. So let's go to metal. Nice loud snares. Dance kits. Ethereal. One of my personal favorites, the voices. And if you want to change parts, all the same rules apply. So you can hear these samples don't sound horrible at all. They're really great sounding samples. Now, undoubtedly, one of the things you're going to want to do is plug an instrument in. In this case, I've plugged my guitar into a stereo processor, and then that's going from the stereo processor to the stereo inputs of the BeatBuddy. It's a clean pass-through to the stereo outputs of the BeatBuddy that's just going off to the mixing board. So I get a nice separation between them and a good mix overall. So we'll just hit the play button and let's go to it. So that concludes my quick start video tutorial on the Singular Sound BeatBuddy. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will join us for future video tutorials. Have a good one. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions, be sure to visit us at thepedalguy.com. But in the meantime, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly videos and tutorials. Thanks for stopping by here at thepedalguy.com, where I love pedals and so do you.